And we're back up at the start now, getting ready for the Town Challenge Cup. Waikato, New Zealand up against Thames Rowing Club. And thank you, Adrian, for joining me on the microphone. And I have Mark Hunter in the commentary box with me.
Good morning, Sarah. So much excitement already this morning. Records falling, fast times. Yeah, lots of excitement and looking forward to this one as well.
Oh, and a bit of a steering correction going to be needed here from Thames Rowing Club in the buck station on the right-hand side of your screen. They make that correction there without a flag from the umpire. But Waikato Rowing Club on the left-hand side of your screen in the buck station. Great to see a New Zealand club crew here. We've been working with their coach to help get the crew over here to race, and great to see them in the town. So we can see this shot now a little further down the racetrack. Waikato Rowing Club from New Zealand now comfortably in the lead over Thames Rowing Club. A great position to be in, and we've seen this tactic play out all morning, Mark. And really important in the tailwind conditions to try and get that jump, because it is incredibly hard to make up that kind of distance if you're a trailing crew.
Yeah, definitely. You want to get out as quickly as possible, you know, use the conditions to your benefit. So if you can leap out, take that initiative advantage early, and the racing is going to be shorter by maybe 20 seconds to what they've been doing the last few days if they have race. I know this event has kicked off today, but just being brave, isn't it? Going out being brave, taking it early, and there's no better place to do that because you just get to look back at your competitors and hopefully hold them at bay and keep moving away.
Great shot there into the Waikato crew, and hello to those of you joining us from New Zealand, where it's starting to get pretty late into the evening.
I was going to say, what time is it back home for everybody watching from far away?
I think we're 11 hours, they'll be 11 hours ahead, so.
And what sort of, how early would they have come over for the regatta, Sarah, just out of interest, like to kind of acclimatise hours?
I think I saw the obligatory airport photo of departure of the crew a couple of weeks ago. So many of the Aussie and the Kiwi crews will come over at least a week, if not 2 weeks in advance of this. There's the opportunity to do Holland-Becker, the Marlow Regatta, Henley Women's. So I think it is a great thing for our crews to be able to come and do some domestic racing here or international racing in Europe, because our seasons effectively end in March. So March to July is a really long time. It's getting cold and dark at home for us. So to not have had any competitive racing for several months and then to come to an event like Henley, which is the pinnacle for many clubs and universities and schools' seasons, you want to come in and be well prepared. So generally a couple of weeks in advance and trying to get a competitive opportunity would be ideal.
And I suppose that's the beauty of that trip. You know, it's not just about coming to racing, it's the experience, isn't it, of going abroad with your crew, you know, that kind of bond you'll kind of create, those memories of travel, doing different events, that they'll be telling their stories for many years to come.
And I know in Australia, it's a real carrot now. This regatta has such a presence, and I think the inclusion of more women's events as well has meant that globally all eyes are on this regatta, and I speak to many directors of rowing at schools and universities and clubs who say, if you win our national championships, we'll send you to Henley to compete. So you know that the crews that you're getting from Australia and New Zealand are some of the best in their category in country.
And that's what you want, is you want to see how you compare against different nations of that standard that you're competing at that level, club level, international, whatever it may be. But being given that opportunity is that's an added bonus, isn't it, of crossing the line first.
Exactly. There can be a lot riding on those national championship wins now, including a trip over here.
A trip of a lifetime, that's what it sounds like.
But it is a huge undertaking. I often get asked, you know, how much does it cost to send a crew over? I mean, I brought a crew over here at the school I was coaching at in 2019, and it was about a $50,000 Australian undertaking. So I was talking to Sydney Rowing Club, the vice president there, and he said, It's about a $250,000 commitment that the club makes each year to send that contingent here to Henley. So it is a significant investment from these clubs.
And it shows the importance of it as well, isn't it? If clubs are willing to do that, and the regatta has evolved to create the opportunity that people can have that experience and come to the event.
Absolutely, but a great win there to Waikato from New Zealand in the Town Challenge Cup, taking the win over Thames Rowing Club. And we look forward to seeing how the week unfolds for this crew.